Namaskar. Today we continue about our series on the enemies of the mind. And today's enemy is pride. So what's the opposite of pride is humility. And when we're around humble people, we feel very relaxed and we can drop our masks and just be ourselves. But when we're around people that are full of pride, we have to be very careful what we say because we may hurt their feelings because they're very sensitive. They easily can criticize others, but they cannot accept criticism of themselves. And prideful people, because of this unwillingness or inability to accept self-criticism, they're very hard people to improve or correct their own mistakes because of this weakness of mind. So prideful people, most of the leaders that I work for, they're unable to accept constructive criticism. Most of us are like that, but even more so in the case of a person that's full of pride or self-importance. But the best leaders are those that are able to get everybody's opinion, because the person full of pride, they're unable to take others' opinions like a top-down decision. No. And they expect a kind of a preferential treatment all the time. And they consider themselves like VIPs. I remember my master used to say, all of you are VIPs, but I am a VVIP. And then he would say, very, very insignificant person. So this is one good lesson that we can learn, to be humble. And also, when a person has this ability to take others' opinions, then that's called consensus leadership. And when all of us are participating in that process of deciding something, it helps us to implement it more. So some of the other examples of where does pride come from? It comes from the position that we have in our tribe, in our community, in our company, in our institution, maybe from fame, from social status, from wealth. It could come from any source. But normally it creates this superiority complex and a type of me first, everybody else, if at all, later. And another word for pride is narcissism. I'm only thinking of my small little I, and I forget about the great I, that I which is the witness of everything that I do and which is the base of everything. So I narrow my outlook to this very, very small, limited I. So these are some of the characteristics of prideful people. And also, how would we overcome? What are the solutions to this problem of pride? And some good suggestions would be, for example, giving importance to those who nobody gives importance to, whether it's the poor, the sick, the single, uncared for, the hungry persons. This is one way. Another way is to be proud in one thing. And that one thing is, I'm the son or I'm the daughter of that infinite consciousness, of that supreme entity. And a beautiful way to express this is with the dance, the Bhavanam Kevalam Kirtan, because with the dance, it's like we're raising our arms, surrendering those feelings of pride or whatever it might be. And just like a child would reach out to its father or its mother in this way. Another good thing is to give namaskar first. Our greeting, namaskar, first, before anyone does. And always our master would do this. He would be the first to give the greeting. No. Now, if someone, I remember one Dada once told me that if someone criticizes you, that person is a moral person. You should very seriously consider what they're saying. But if he's a known gossiper, then maybe not. Don't have to worry about taking it so seriously. But these are some of the solutions to pride. And also doing a self-analysis at night before I sleep. And that self-analysis is, did I help anyone today? What did I do that positively benefited someone? If I didn't, then let me do so tomorrow. So in this way, these are the ways that we can take concrete steps to overcome this great danger of pride, and be humble, and also to feel that we are children of that great entity. And through our meditation, feel it, try to feel it, developing our devotion through that practice. Thank you. Namaskar.